Liu's daughter was kidnapped. The man had been waiting for a long time. He started attacking first with his powerful kicks. Liu avoided the attacks, stepping back and hitting back with punches. He grabbed the man's leg. The man used the force to kick Liu away. Another man tried to attack from behind. They worked well together. Liu was at a disadvantage. He ran to a narrow spot where the man's kicks couldn't work well. Liu slapped him several times in a row. The man lured Liu to an open area, but got a sweeping kick. The man tried to repeat his trick, but Liu had expected it, then killing him. Turns out, Liu was a Chinese secret agent. Liu was on a secret mission in Paris, working with a corrupt cop named Richard. He not only looked down on Liu but also took away his gun. During the arrest, a drug lord got stabbed by a woman. Liu used silver needles to stop the man from bleeding, but Richard took Liu's gun and shoot the man. While Richard wasn't looking, Liu escaped through a window. He climbed into the surveillance room and took away the video footage. As soon as Liu stepped out, he was surrounded on both sides. Liu dashed into the laundry room, blocked the door, and tried to escape through the window, but it didn't work. The people outside were ruthless and brutal, firing wildly, but when they stormed into the room, they found no one inside. Cowardly Richard ordered his men to crawl into the laundry chute. Liu kicked him down. Richard immediately fired his gun, but Liu dodged all the shots. However, a quilt thrown from upstairs blocked his path. Thinking Liu had no way out, Richard grabbed some alcohol, planning to burn Liu alive. Just when he was feeling smug, he almost had his eye kicked out. Furious, he threw a green one inside. Liu heard the sound, let go, grabbed the grenade, and threw it back. The ruthless Richard pushed his man directly into the chute. Liu dodged the explosion but was intercepted by another group, but they were no match for Liu with their bare hands. Liu effortlessly knocked them all down one by one. Even through the screen, I could sense the smell of burnt flesh. Wave after wave came at him. Fortunately, Liu was nimble and knocked the man's gun away. Even so, he showed mercy, only knocking them out instead of killing them. The unlucky ones were even locked inside the washing machine. Then, Liu walked away coolly, but the whole hall was full of Richard's men. The man saw Liu and immediately opened fire. Liu dodged all the way until he emptied his magazine, then he quickly rushed to the pool table. He kicked the ball and leaped into the air, striking the man right in the forehead. Richard rushed out of the hotel, never imagining Liu had slipped away right in front of him. After hitchhiking for a while, Liu got up and took out a necklace. Inside was a backup plan prepared for him by the government. Following the clues, Liu found a locker. He first got a cell phone from it. But what was inside the second locker surprised everyone. He swiftly used silver needles to immobilize them, but it still attracted other police officers. He had to escape quickly. To protect himself, Richard blamed all the crimes on Liu in front of the Chinese ambassador, but the ambassador didn't believe him. While they were arguing, the ambassador got a phone call. When he heard it was Liu, he quickly said a few words and hung up. Richard noticed something was wrong and sent his men to follow the ambassador. The next day, Liu handed over the videotape to embassy officials, but they encountered an ambush. Liu didn't dare to act rashly, so he pretended to surrender. Seizing the opportunity, he flipped the table and made his escape. Grabbing the man's hand, Liu shot his balls, then he used the terrain to knock out another man. Liu broke the glass and climbed to the top of the boat. But it wasn't safe up there either. Liu fought back with both hands, defending and attacking simultaneously. With a kick, he sent one man flying. Using his nimble moves, Liu broke through the encirclement all the way. Just then, Richard fired several shots at him, putting Liu's life at risk. But as the boat passed under a bridge, Liu disappeared. Soon after, Liu appeared with a leap in the tunnel. Richard pursued him again. Liu dodged into the tunnel and ran, escaping to the subway station, finally evading his pursuers. Richard took the videotape and falsely accused Liu of doing it all. Meanwhile, Liu was treating his wound, when Jessica, a streetwalker outside, saw him and came in to help. Soon, some thugs came to blackmail Liu, saying he wasted Jessica's time. Liu didn't want trouble, so he gave them money, but their behavior made Liu very angry. It turned out the three strong men only looked tough. They couldn't find a chance to fight back at all. This was what they got for hitting women. but then a big black man showed up. He was really strong and broke a wooden post with one punch. The man pulled out the broken wood and rushed at Liu. Liu couldn't handle it and got dizzy from the hits. Soon, seeing an opening, he kicked the man's lower leg. The man lost balance and got punched. He angrily picked up Liu and threw him to the ground. Liu kept attacking the man's weak legs, expanding his own advantage. Then he took the chance to beat the man up. The gang boss saw the fight on his street and got a weapon from his car, starting to shoot. The boss entered the room to check, but was killed by Liu using 2 chopsticks. Jessica realized how skilled Liu was in martial arts and begged him to rescue her daughter. It turned out Richard controlled a lot of girls to make money, and Jessica was one of them. Liu had Jessica get close to Richard to steal back the videotape, but Richard quickly saw through Jessica's lie. He locked her in the office. Jessica easily broke the heating pipe and escaped with the videotape. Then they went to the orphanage to find Jessica's daughter, but fell into Richard's trap. Luckily, Liu was agile and quick. He managed to escape the room with Jessica. They slid down the curtains to the ground below. But Jessica was unfortunately shot. Liu quickly rushed her to the hospital for treatment. When Jessica woke up, she was very worried about her daughter. Liu used a silver needle to help her fall asleep peacefully. He called Richard and told him he was downstairs. Liu kicked the guard down. Then he walked in angrily, punched and kicked, knocking them all down. Liu didn't want to fight head-on, so he slipped in through the side door. But inside, there were 100 Taekwondo experts. Liu didn't retreat but moved forward quickly. He grabbed 2 sticks and spun them around, attacking. In the blink of an eye, they were all on the ground. When the police broke in, they saw a big mess. By then, Liu had rushed upstairs and closed all the gates. The man had been waiting for a long time. He started attacking first with his powerful kicks. Liu avoided the attacks, stepping back and hitting back with punches. He grabbed the man's leg. The man used the force to kick Liu away. Another man tried to attack from behind. They worked well together. Liu was at a disadvantage. He ran to a narrow spot where the man's kicks couldn't work well. Liu slapped him several times in a row. The man lured Liu to an open area, but got a sweeping kick. The man tried to repeat his trick, but Liu had expected it, then killing him. The sneak attacker also lost his offensive power and was finished off with a punch and a kick. Without his partners, Richard took a little girl as a hostage to protect himself. Although the bullet was fast, Liu was faster, but Liu didn't give him any chance. One move, called the Kiss of the Dragon, made Richard bleed from all his orifices and he died on the spot. Finally, Liu went back to their hospital and took out the silver needle to wake up Jessica. She turned her head and saw her daughter. This movie is called Kiss of the Dragon. The story is tight, and the fight scenes are amazing. It's Jet Li's best movie in Hollywood. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to our channel.